Well, welcome to the Saturday show. It's the Bob Ross of Balsa and the Eric Bryn of streaming, where I got the plates a spinning. So today, with the following video or the previous videos, I had showed how to do the wing and how to put the leading edge on and so on and so forth. Well, about 4 o'clock in the morning, Friday, I decided I'd glue the wing together. So I did that off camera, but that's no big deal. It's just a matter of epoxying it to get putting it in the cradle, epoxying it together. It's not that big a deal. So there's the wing. It's in one piece. We'll get a weight on it here. I weigh everything and keep weighing everything. I just have it sitting in the cradle so it doesn't get screwed up. This wing, as it sits here, should be 5 ounces. $146 grams. $5.1 ounces. So we're kind of on track. I know this is normally a Saturday at John's program, but it was so cold this morning, I decided I ain't going out there. So what I need to do is I'm going to, let me move this camera so we got a better angle of what's going to happen here. And let's get another camera view here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to notch the tank box here today and open the ribs up. So let me move this camera because we're going to need to see another angle. I wish this table was a little longer, but it's not, so I got to deal with it. I have my wing tips cut out already. They're in the 2 gram. Let me see what they weigh. They don't weigh nothing. These wing tips here are the same technology used in it as in an I-beam wing. Can't get it on there. There we go. It's a 0.2 ounces mode, 7 grams. So it's a 1/4 ounce a piece. So it'll be 5.5 ounces for that. And we'll get the flaps cut today. I mean, I intend to make some progress today. As I stated, I just didn't feel up to going to John's today. Too damn cold. I think he said it was 16 degrees. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this center rib out. Wonder if I got my jab saw. No jab saw handy. And for Dan Winship, when you're watching, this is that carbon fiber rev up 13.6 prop that doesn't have the magic, but we're going to make some 13.6 rev ups. Carbon. This is going to be difficult. There's not enough room for the saw to pass. Not enough room for the saw to pass. I wonder if I got a thinner saw. That's a bigger saw. I need a smaller saw. Got a jab saw. Nope, that's the number 22 blade. Here we go. And smaller Zona saw, one with a back that will fit in here. That was easy. Okay, center section's out of it. I think I'll get a Dremel and grind that off. It's kind of gluey. Gluey, the new word. Yeah. This video here I'm going to dedicate to my father. My father passed away. What is today? The 21st. His birthday is on Inauguration Day, the 21st. Or the 20th. He passed away the 21st. 8 years prior, my mother passed away on the 22nd. So it's all 3 days are within a day apart. Kind of. Let me make sure I got the dates right. My father would always want me to keep the show going, so let's see here. Penny yesterday. No, my father passed away yesterday. And my mother passed away today, 8 years ago. But the show must go on. I'll be doing a tribute to him. Okay, the way that I build is that, and I've said that before, is the sum of the total is the strength, or the sum of the parts is the strength of the total. So I have my fuselage here. I have a tank floor that's notched in to the doubler, so it's locked in. This tank box sets back into the wing, so that when the wing comes here, it's locked in, it's interlocking. So I have to notch the front of this wing out here, which will allow me room to clean out the inside center ribs for the bell crank clearance. And in order to do that, I got my calipers here. I'll take a measurement on this. that measurement across there is 2,572. 2,572. 2 inches, 2.5 inches. That ain't right. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's 528 thousandths. So we got 2,528 divided by 2. No, we got to add 62. 2,528. Let me get my phone and do the math here. I'm sure Brett could do it in his head. But clear. 2.5. What is it? 80. Let's see, 530, 53 plus 6250. And you say, what's that for? Plus 62.5 equals. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put the decimal in the wrong spot. Clear. 253. Clear. 2.53 plus 0.625 equals. That ain't right either. Shoot. 2.530 plus, there we go, 0.0625. 259.25. So we got 259. We'll just make it 260 so the math comes out easy. 2.6. Clear. 2.6 divided by 2. 1.300 thousandths. I gotta make sure that's right. I get my machinist scale. And you say, what is all this math for? Which I wish I would have paid more attention in school. 1.3 because it's hard to think in your head which way the math goes. 1.3, that's 2.6, all right. Let's see what this works out. That's what I need. Exactly right. And you say, why am I adding that 6250? Well, that leaves it enough room to slide in here without having to force it, and leaves enough glue on the side of this so that the wing becomes part of the fuselage. So I'm going to double check my calculations here. So 2 9/16. 2 9/16. Half a 9/16. God, I can't even think. My head is just smoked. Okay, you guys. What is a decimal for 9/16? So I don't have to look it up. Well, looks like I'm not going to get an answer. Man, John, I forgot. John gave me a chart. What did I do with it? Right when I need it, I won't be able to find it. Come on, guys. What's the decimal for 9/16? Well, you guys ain't going to help me, so I got to figure it out for myself. So I'll be back in a second. It'll take a second here. Oh, shit. Then we go here. I could just ask Google. What is the decimal for 9/16? What is the decimal for 9/16?
It's 4.5625.
Thank you. Jeez. 4.5625. No, not 4 plus 9/16. Oh, it's 5625 divided by 2. Jeez. Point up clear. 0.5625 divided by 2 equals 1281. So I need a 1 inch, 281 thousandths. 1 inch. Can you guys hear me? I can't tell. No, there hasn't been any response on here. I should just ask Google. 2185 plus 1. I just figured out here. 1 and 281. 250, 60, 81. That was easy enough. Okay. Never mind. Got my head screwed on now. Do we have audio? Okay. When you're doing this, double check, triple check, whatever. Because once you cut this, the wing is screwed. If it's in the wrong spot, you're done. So this is a one-time only, one of them one-time only deals that I talk about. Come on, guys. Do we have audio? I guess I'll have to check it myself. Eric Brin's bringing the plates again. YouTube, my channel. Oh, man. Come on.
Triple check.
Yeah, we got audio. Okay. Thanks for helping me. Okay. Eric Bryn spinning the plate for the Bob Ross of Balsa. So, man, that's right on the money. Okay. You'll notice here on this fuselage that floor that I showed you is also notched in to F2. So it's locked into the doublers with a groove in the doublers. It's cross-grain balsa wood. It's hard balsa, 33 grams. That was probably the heaviest piece of wood I had. Still lighter than light ply, but just as strong. So it's notched into the F2. It's notched into these bulkheads, making the tank box super solid because we're running the PA75 in this. And it also keeps the fuselage from spreading. These are 3/32 fuselage sides with 1/8 balsa doublers, carbon fiber in between it. So now we're going to make it so that the wing locks to the nose of the F2 right here. And then when you put the super fill in it, especially on the outside and the inside, just a small fillet, you don't need a big clod in there, that locks everything together so that you have a real solid one. I mean, the airplane becomes one piece when you're done. Everything is relying on its counterpart. So now we have to get that cut in there square. How are we going to do that? Well, let's see here. That ain't long enough. It's going to be an eyeball type deal because this thing isn't flexible. So I think it's probably going to be better to eyeball it and err on the side of sanding. Maybe I can use the thing that John made me because it's kind of flexible. Come on, get out of there. Oh, man. Broke my fuselage. Damn square. Oh, shoot. So I got a repair to go before I even get started. Oh, man. Well, we're going to repair this before I even go any farther. God damn it. Oh, shoot. That's what happens when stuff flies off the shelf and hits the fuselage. Any other day I'd remake the whole thing, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to glue it back together. It's only wood. Oh, shoot. Split it all the way up the side there, too. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a total catastrophe. It's not a total loss. I don't have to remake the parts. I just have to glue them back together. God, John. So we're missing a piece there. Got to be on the bench. Could have been worse. Oh, man. Hopefully these pieces are all here. Yo! Gotta fix this before I go move on anymore. Need to tack this. Well, you guys finally got what most guys are watching me for. I finally broke something. That's the problem with live shows. But it's how you handle these problems. Because this shit does happen. Okay, that one's glued back together. glued good. Now I seem to have lost this little piece that goes in here, but not the fret. We'll just make a new one. And the way I do my fuselage is this piece here really has no bearing on strength. So it's got to be right there when I tack it, right there. Okay. Go right down this line right here. Now I only have a small spot there that's 3/32, so we'll cut a piece to fit in there. Unless I can, I'll take one more quick look here, see if I can find that piece. So much crap on the bench. Ah, there it is. Okay. Now I don't have to do anything, just stick it back in there and glue it. That square fell off the shelf and hit it perfectly to wipe it out. Okay. Five thumbs up. That doesn't mean anything because it's going to get cut out, whatever. So let me set this aside. Set it somewhere that it won't get broke under the bench. And it still could get broke under there. Okay, let's look at this skin. Well, you guys saw it break live on air, but when you see the airplane, you won't be able to tell. And if it is a problem, I'll just make a new one. I got the mold. It's another nice thing about using 3/32 instead of 16. A little sanding around. Okay. That's good. Might have to put another former in here. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, we can sand this out here. That thing had cracked all the way up this way. We might put some 2/10 veil inside it. Depending on how it comes out. That's good. Can't feel it, so. All right. You guys want to know the weight on this bottom block? Broken bottom block. That's one thing that when you're building light airplanes, everything is so fragile till you get it all together. You know, you can hardly monkey with them. Ounces. 0.35, so it's a little bit more than a 1/4 ounce. Let's see how many grams. Oh, shoot. Mode. It is 10 grams. 10 grams. Put this underneath so I don't break it. Okay, back to what I was doing before I was so rudely erupted by the stupid square. This shop has not been good to me here. So, let's go over here. And square it up with this. All I'm doing is I'm locking this down so that this little measuring ruler becomes a T-square, basically. Flexible T-square. Like I say, we're going to err on the side of large. Okay, where's the pen go? I guess the chat box is not working today. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Super chats help. Please consider becoming a paid subscriber. Help me keep this channel going, because my goal is to get more people flying control line. I've also started a channel over on UGEtube, where I'm going to be backing up the building videos over there. I won't be live streaming over there, but if you want to see some building videos, I think I got 4 up already over there, and I'll probably do some bit shoot stuff too. Okay, because in this uncertain market, who knows what's going to happen. I need the fuselage back. I'm going to leave the lines on because I want it to fit good. This part here is always the hard part. is the depth of this slot that I need to cut, because it's in 2 dimensions or whatever. It appears that it's going to be 3/4 of an inch, 750 thousandths. So yeah, we need to make it 850 or 750, 700 and we'll just make it yeah, we'll make it 780. So it's 50 thousandths more. That'll work. Maybe better to do like this. Yeah, we'll use this ruler John maybe. So I got a stop on it. That might help a little more. Okay, so it's going to be right there. Now to make sure that's square on there, I'm going to measure from the trailing edge. And if you wonder why I'm taking so long to get this marked out, you got one chance. And if you blow it, you throw the wing in the trash. So it's better to measure twice, cut once. Damn. Moved again. I can't believe we got nobody talking today. Okay. I got to make sure everything's working, or I'll just shut it off. So if you guys ain't going to help me, I'll just have to do everything by myself. Again, Eric Bren. Is this working? Unbelievable. Okay. I wonder why I can't see. Oh, there it is. It's the same Stunt. I wonder why I can't see. Oh, there it is. I wonder why this thing is not showing up over here. Live chat. Pop out chat. Boy. Well, there we go. I don't know what the heck the Okay. But there was a whole bunch of chat there. My father Eddie built better than I did. Chat must be turned off. Let's see. Loud and clear. Point. Break it even worse, yeah. Good afternoon, Gary. Chat's working. Huh. There's no super chat on there. Why? Is there a super chat button on that? Yeah, okay, there is. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. I mean, it's getting to be where there's always some problem or something. Pop that back out. Come on. I don't want that. I want to pop the chat out. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay, I had to go around it and get it fixed, but I got it fixed so I can see when you guys ask me a question. The YouTube name is Stunt. The Cloud Hub name is Stunt. And I'll be taking the videos, the building videos from here and moving them over there. That way we have a backup. Because you just don't know what's going to happen. And Stunt Forum has backups. So I'm a redundant type guy. You got to have backups, especially in today's realm of things. They might not like something that I say sometime and drop my channel. Okay, we've got the top half marked out. We're going to leave the line on, or try to, and then when I put the ribs in there, we'll sand to the rib. Somebody type something in the chat so I know that it's working again. Unreal. I don't have my VPN turned on, so I'm naked to the world. It's type of 1 in or something. Anything. Type 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Let's see, it's working over there. Okay, Tom, it's working over there, but it's not working over here. Why? What the hell is going on? Okay, the Eric Brin spinning the plates of the Bob Ross of sandpaper. need a 12-year-old kid. The 12-year-old kids ain't interested in this stuff, so that's never going to happen. Thank you, Gary. Gary, did you get my email? Send me your phone number or whatever. We need to talk a little bit about what's going on with the shirts. Okay. So I got to turn it over and duplicate it on the bottom, and then we can excavate it out. I know this seems like a lot of work, and it is. Because I would like to get some shirts going, but how many of you guys on here would be interested in getting a stunt hanger shirt this year? I did them for a lot of years. I've done them every year. It's just now is a kind of a trying time. The old shirts are still up on the site if you want to get one of the old ones, older design. The only ones that aren't up there are the ones that I was mailing out myself. The Thunderbolt shirts. And I could bring those back, but we got Schulte's the Bearcat and, you know, all those. You take two. You know, I know things are tough. Tough all over, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get so bad you guys won't believe it. Okay. That's why I'm getting all my credit cards caught up, paid off. Because when the excrement hits the rotating mass, the blades, the prop, I don't want to be left holding the bag. As I said, you know, when you're doing this kind of work here, take your time. I'm kind of distracted with the video making and the broken fuselage, but That's okay. We got her fixed. It looks pretty good. Leave the line on, cut to the inside so I can sand it square. You think, well, why the heck am I doing this? I never do that. Well, you never put your tank back into the wing. I'm trying to move the weight back towards the center of gravity so that to compensate for the weight of the engine. And trust me, it makes a big difference in the way the airplane turns. Okay, got that one done. Okay. Save these pieces because they're going to go back in. Don't want it to fall down inside there. Where's my knife? I did. So now I gotta shake it out of there. Ah, there it is. Okay. So that one goes on that side. So now, where the center rib is, we need to saw that out. So we'll saw it out this way. I guess we could do it like that. There's epoxy on that rib, so it's hard to cut the very center of it. So just turn around and go the other way. We don't care about this piece. As a matter of fact, we're gonna take that out right. We don't care about any of this crap. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Easy way. I guess the easy way to excavate it's going to be with the Dremel. Now, when you're doing a setup like this, you gotta measure, check, clearance, check, measure. Otherwise, I put it together and the bell crank would hit. So we have it all opened up in here now. And I need to put a 1/8" piece across this way. And I got to make sure that it's going to have enough clearance for the tank box with the 1/8". I hope all this nonsense is making sense. Because with the way YouTube works, and I just don't know. Let's see. So I had it upside down when I took that out. So that one, this one goes on this side. And the line is on that side. I'll take the glue that's broke off of this, take it off. I mean, it's not a big deal. You can always make these parts, but it's usually just a lot easier to glue them back in. We've been on an hour. I guess I'll do 2 hours today and then take a break and come back later on. Let's see. Is that the one that goes there? Must be. Come on, get on there. Okay, I need the number 22. Okay. Oh man, it fell down inside. I'm just not having a good day today. My dad built speed planes, hand rub lacquer speed planes. And my Uncle Jerry built stunt planes. You got to remember back, man, I'm having a hell of a time. Back when them guys were building, they didn't have much money, so they didn't waste any materials, and they sanded on that thing till it was perfect. I've got to be able to hold this and get it in there. What am I going to do to hold this? I'm afraid that if I have my finger there, I'll stick the knife right through my finger. No, I need a third hand here. Anybody want to help with a third hand? Makes sense. Oh yeah, locks it all together. I think what I'll do is I'll take some slow set CA and put it on there and stick it in and then kick it off. Because when God was building human beings, he forgot the third arm. Sure would have come in handy. I got it. I got it. I'll beat it yet. Not going to beat me. So what I need to do is take a stick, drop a thick set CA on the damn thing. Yeah. And we'll take this and we'll glue it to the back of that. There's another thing. You cannot let this stuff beat you. So now I got a stick. I got something to hold on to. Thick set CA one more time. Stupid thing. Get in there. I'll hold it like that. Hit it with the kicker. Ha ha ha, gotcha. Cut the stick off. Simple once you think about it. In order to finish that off nicely, we'll get the machinist scale, which I have no idea where it went. There it is. Wish I had some sticky 180. I should have brought a couple of sheets from work. It's a little unsticky now. Oh, but I got some, oh, wait a minute. There's a piece. See, you wish and it shows up. Hopefully it's sticky enough for the job. Nope, ain't sticky enough for the job. How about here? See, the guys at work that that's in the paint shop, they get rolls of sticky sandpaper. Well, I can't take a whole roll. I take 4 or 5 sheets, and the owner don't mind. But I'm sure if I took a whole roll, he might lose his mind. Okay. I was going to check that, make sure that we have enough here. I mean, I can always sand it, but yeah, we got enough. We got enough. Just barely. So I need to grind that a little more with the 80 grit, because that's going to be tight. This is just a paint stick with 80 grit sandpaper stuck to it. I get asked all the time, what about the sanding block you use? It's whatever, get whatever it takes. Okay, at least now we know how to do that other side. Where did it go? There it is. So, I want to relieve this, square it up a little bit. How many guys think this will be ready to fly before March? April. It'll be April when it's ready. Think I can do it? Okay. So we got to put it on the side that doesn't have any of that. Okay, so I need to glue the stick on this side. Yeah. One drop of thick. Let's do this so you can see me from both angles. See what I'm doing? I'll try to focus it on from 2 angles. And let's see here. Or maybe like this. Like that. Let's see. This camera and this camera. No, it's going to be better. It's going to be better like that. Okay. Let's check it here. Yeah. Some thick set around it. Yeah, I really appreciate the heartfelt wishes, guys, on my dad, but man, I'm a big boy. It's part of life. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we'll double check it again. What I do with the calipers, they're there. It's a little tight for my liking. I mean, it's a perfect fit, but when it's that tight, it's within, this is within 5 or 10 thousandths. And that's not enough room for glue. So you want about a 32nd of an inch slop in it. Let's check the depth, make sure it's deep enough now. I gotta glue that down. We got a little wobble there. We got a little wobble. Put a little glue on it. Got good penetration on that CA. It wick right through the grain. Okay, we have 3/4 of an inch, 700 and not really, 745 thousandths. That's exactly what I have here, 745 thousandths. No good again. I'm gonna have to sand it in there at least a 32nd so we can get some glue so that when it goes on there, it locks on, it locks everything together. You guys like the split screen effect? Now, in order to make sure that it all locks together, I have to set that 1/8 inch piece of wood back in there So I need to excavate this. Approximately 1/8 of an inch. What happened? Oh, I must have kicked the camera loose or something. Yeah. Too many wires around here. This one. Okay. All right. We need a piece of wood, and I got lots of wood here. Let's use some scrap. I got lots of scrap. This is we'll just use this because it all gets epoxy on it anyway, so it doesn't much matter. How am I going to measure this? That's the only problem. That's how. This piece of wood will make it a little proud so I can sand it to shape. This piece of wood needs to be that long. I need to find my grandfather's square. I don't know what the hell I did with that. The place is such a mess. I think I'll spend, when I go offline here and take a break, I think I'll spend the time cleaning this up so I can find some stuff. Tomorrow's another one of those days that I will be on tomorrow, maybe twice, but it's laundry day again. Every 2 weeks. Okay, we got to hand fit this in here. First thing I need to do is cut. It's already glued in there. Oh well. Need to cut how much off of this thing. Won't cut, we'll sand. There we go. So we need to make a mark here. I'll guesstimate right there. This is not going to be perfect. I'll have to sand it to shape. It'll be big. But better big than too small. Then I can get a spot where the center is. Okay, so it needs to go. I cut that a little short. Oh well, gap fill in CA. It needs to be right there. Oh well, gap fill in CA. Stick some wood in it. Yep. Okay, we're going to do the stick method again. Damn. Can't hold it. Almost had a catastrophe. Yep, gonna need gap fill in CA in that bad boy. But that's all right. This really doesn't do much anything anyway. Just kind of boxes it in and glues my finger to it. So did you guys see the wing almost fall off the bench? That would have made me real happy. Not many guys have seen me crash an airplane. I'd say there's only about 5, maybe 6 guys who have seen me crash an airplane. And that includes when I was younger, because I didn't crash that much after I learned how to do this. And a real good attitude about it. I go over there and pick, good as can be expected. Pick up the mess and go home. This is about the only time I don't have the joints fitting perfect, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but not structurally. This is only an added barrier of protection for the bell crank area in case the fuselage were to become saturated with oil or fuel or whatever. This protects the inside of the wing, secondary barrier. And I always, when I do these, I always put a piece of carbon veil over this area. Is carbon veil offer any protection? I don't know. I just have always done it ever since they started. Carbon veils became available. Okay, I want to fill that little hole right there. So instead of filling it with glue, we'll fill it with wood. Emilio, buenos tardes. Okay, so I need a piece of 16th. Get a small piece of 16th and shove in there and then fill it up with glue. Let's see here. Cut it off a little bit more. Remember, guys, we're not building a watch. It's only a model airplane. Close enough for who it's for. Come on, get in there. I got glue on my fingers. I can't feel the end of my fingertips. Damn. Of course, that'll be a tinker. There it is. One good suggestion for you guys is if you have something fall down in the wing, make sure you get it out before you cover it, or else you'll have shit rattling around in the bottom of your airplane. It'll drive you fruit. Okay, I think we can get it from there. We'll try to fill it with this gap CA. Hit it with the kicker. Hit with the kicker. Like, subscribe, share, super chat. Hey, we got, holy moly, Chris, thank you very much. We got a $40 super chat. That makes it well worth it. Thank you so much. Please consider, everybody consider becoming a paid member of the channel. I haven't done what I was supposed to so far, because I'm putting out these videos, you know, kind of one right after the other. Justin, how's it going? Putting out these videos kind of one right after the other. But when I get caught up, and now unfortunately Al Rabe has passed away, so I can't get any more Al Raid videos. So I have to make some content myself for the paid subscribers. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll offer a set of plans, or I got to do something for you guys who are my loyal paid subscribers. Okay. Now this is not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like I said, it's redundant. A redundant protection for the fuel compartment. Drop a little bit of CA into that. No, not yet. Let it sand it out some more. Okay. Let's see here if I bring this up a little bit. Nope, that's the wrong one. Bring this one down a little bit or up a little bit. If you're a young guy living in the Dayton area that knows computers and would like to learn how to do this stuff, I will trade your time for mine. Okay, we got it completed there. That's good enough. So now I need to finish cutting out this center section here so that the bell crank can pass. That's one. There we go. So I need to Dremel that straight. Yeah. You have to make sure those ribs Sunday and Wednesday, paid subscribers. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's a good idea. I think I will do that. All right, let me show you what I just did there. So what we've done here, oh, this is the wrong camera again. Let me swap this back. If we need to go to this way. What I've done here, you have to make sure that there's nothing on this spar here. We're going to glue a basswood compression spar up against that, so it needs to fit tight up against this. This is an important joint where the front box is not. I've excavated that and cut that, cut this all in and filled it in and sanded it so that the fuselage can sit on there. This doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be close enough. It's a pretty neat trick, gluing a stick to it to get it to hold it. Okay. So now let's figure out the spar locale, and we can see if the bell crank is going to be an issue. So let's see how long I've been on. Hour and 42. Yeah, I can go a little longer because there's plenty more work to do. One thing at this point, you don't want to get too haphazard about it. So if it takes you a couple extra minutes to figure things out, don't worry about it. So we got left. Let me make sure this is the left. This can't never read it. 28. I guess that's 28 centimeters. Hopefully this is 27.5 or somewhere in there. 26. Okay, the inboard. 26.5, 26.6. And the outboard, or the inboard. I'm not very good with the metric system. This is just a good straight edge. There's a lot of symmetry in this thing. It's the same as my other one though, so it is what it is. Where's my ruler? My yardstick, one that I can read. Yeah. We'll measure it at the trailing edge. Inboard panel at the trailing. We got 26 on one. 26 on the inboard at the trailing edge. And 25 on the outboard. So we got an inch of symmetry. It works out, this airplane works out to have a 58-inch wingspan with 700 square inches because the root chord is 11 and a half. It's mighty breasty. Yeah, 11 and almost, let's see here. Yeah, 11 and a half root, 9 and a half tip. This particular setup makes for a good, stable airplane in the wind. You don't have it's not spread out a long way from the center of gravity, so that, on the high aspect ratio wings, you got so much leverage, and when the wind comes, the airplane's buffeting all the time. I hate those airplanes. They have a nice corner because they have a short chord, but you give up so much for the nicer corner. If you just built the airplane lighter, it would go around the same corner and not have the problems of high aspect ratio wings. I've tried everything, and this particular combination right here, this wing here, is the wing that works the best so far for me. And basically what this is a modified USA 1 wing. Got a little bit different thicknesses, but the layout and format is pretty close. And of course, it's not a beam wing; it's a lost foam. But as with any of these type designs, it has to be light. There's no other alternative. Okay, so let's. I guess we can make up some sheeting here. Okay, so this wood here was American wood. So I only have a few pieces to choose from in the American lumber. This is I mean, I could probably put the metric stuff on there, but let's measure the difference. Okay, the metric stuff is, let me see here. I think this is not the metric stuff. This is the metric stuff here. Got a 19 and an 18, so you want the clear 18s. The metric stuff is 96 thousandths. And the American stuff is, this must be metric too. Let's see if I can find a piece of real 3/32. Okay, I know this is 3/32 because this is 3-inch shit. This stuff here is 87. Well, 95 too. So I guess it doesn't much matter. It's so close. It's within a few thousandths. It's 90. I use triple aught or the lightest silk span I can get. That's 90. If I wanted to pay $15 a sheet, and that's 95. So there's 5 thousandths difference between standard and metric. If I wanted to pay $15 a sheet, which I did before, and I have some around, but it's super hard to work with, is that super high quality Japanese tissue. But if you ever try to cover a wing this big with Japanese tissue, it's pretty difficult. So So we want a piece that's there and there. Yeah. It's so close that I'll just use this and I'll sand it till it meets the American stuff. Now you guys are going to get to see the secret on sheeting a center section and make it perfect. We like perfect. It's not big enough, so we like a perfect. Okay. Now most guys would glue that together, but you don't want to do that. Not yet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark this first piece out. So it doesn't quite fit perfect across there, so we're going to take a straight edge and clean up this bump right here. It's quite a ways, really. Cut into my shear webbing. This joint here is important to get close because it'll look like crap when you don't get it finished, fitted correctly when you go to finish. So there's some joints that are not a big deal, and there's some joints that are a super big deal. I'm going to take that piece out of there and make a new one and glue it in. Got one too. Give me a fit and see what you get. Okay. Yep, give me a fit and see what you get. Have you put out ply doublers around the engine crutch, or is that just too much? No, I do not use plywood, balsa wood. Have you put any ply doublers around the engine crutch? Or yeah, plywood's way too much for what we're doing. I use the carbon veil, which is the Randy Smith method. That was a pretty good idea. And in the case of like my Thunderbolt builds, the engine crutch is suspended with 16th inch balsa, and that's it. Let's see. Can't even see what I'm doing on that camera. Right there we go. What I'm doing here is I'm just making sure this line is nice and straight so that the joint where the center sheeting connects up is straight or close, you know. So I just eyeball it there. Get a couple pins and we'll pin it on there. There we go. Okay. Now we need to mark it. Leave the line on, remember. I think I need a new blade. Feels like it's dragging the wood. Yeah. Shit. We might be making this one over again because the blade is dull. Which is not a big deal because I have the pattern now. Yeah, probably. We'll see how that. Hey, what's up, Dan? Yeah, that'd be great. I don't think Billy wants to play with rev ups. Here's a picture of that rev up, Dan, that doesn't have the magic. It's zero flex. It's we'll make one. We'll make something good. Oh, before I cut this up, let me change the blade again. No wonder why it was goofy. Been backwards. Yeah, Dan, you got on a little late, but so did I. I didn't get on till noon. I just didn't feel like going out in the cold today, so that's why we didn't go to John's. It was like 16 degrees when I got up or whatever it was. I can do zero cold. I hate it. Okay, we got the first part cut. I need one more just like this and two like the other ones we're going to do here. Really appreciate the super chat, Chris. That's it's okay to change what up? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out of there or not. I think we'll be making another one of these pieces. Let me show you this right here. You see those nicks in that right there? That nick and that nick, that would show up in the paint job so bad it'd drive me fruit. So this piece is no good. So we got to make another one with a good blade. Oh, yeah. Got to make a new piece. Bummer. If you just say, well, that's close enough, that's good enough, you're not ever going to get a good finished airplane because everything counts on everything else. See, I could tell that was a good cut because it didn't tear anywhere. So it's a nice clean Nice clean line. Most of you guys watching this channel are older guys. Don't be cheap. You know, so, oh, we can use that piece. No, you can't. Throw it out. Make another one. You ain't 16 years old. That piece is only 50 cents. And in the end, when your airplane's sitting on the tarmac, you go, wow. There we go. Now I got a good one. See, I don't have any of those lines to try to sand out. Okay, we make the top piece now, and I'll show you how to join them. So this one goes in the trash. No, I'm not bringing it down. Inside joke, guys. All right. So we might as well go ahead and this piece here is going. Yeah, see, I have enough to make that the bottom piece right there. We'll mark it out. I'm not going to cut that one. I'm going to cut the top, but we can mark it out nonetheless. It's very much appreciated, Chris. These movies I put a lot of time into making these movies. Dan and I were just talking about it on the phone today. The reason why I got away from editing film and went to live is that I would haul all the camera gear out to the field, run around the pits, filming everything, try to fly a contest, then get back home, spend, if I have 4 hours of footage, I'll spend 12 hours to edit it and an hour to upload it. So you drag all the stuff out, you're the cameraman, you set everything up, you film everything, you walk around, you interview, so you're the interviewer, the cameraman, the technical engineer, the sound man, and everything, and it just become not worth it. So we went to live streaming. If you can bear with the monotony of repetitious stuff and my inane commentary, you're doing good. So we want it there and there. I guess it doesn't matter. We can cut it off wherever. We'll make it there. We have to dip down to there. And we have to dip down to there. So this is another joint that you want pretty precise. Yeah, It's a trip. And then I get these comments, well, why didn't you do this? Hey, buddy, why weren't you there to help me? Yep, why weren't you there to help me? So we need to cut a little bit more. It still needs to be there. This is another joint you have to try to make as precise as you can because it's on the top of the airplane next to the fuselage where God and country can see. And if you don't get it right, there'll be a hard line there. So an extra 2 minutes fitting this pays off big time in the finish. See, I'm already finishing the airplane. And I've made a mistake. I guess I'm going to have to sand it in. You don't want to cooperate with me today. When in doubt, sand. Yep, gonna have to sand some more. And I'm spinning the plates. Well, at least Dan Winship got a taste of what it's like to try to talk for 2.5 hours with nobody to talk to. That's a good thing. So we need to take a little bit here. It just doesn't fit quite right. What's the problem? I see what the problem is. A little bit of glue hanging over there. Now you see, it wasn't fitting quite right, so I took that sliver off. and we'll see if it fits better. I need a little bit more. Little bit more. The piece I just took off there is half the size of what that was. See, we got that side fitting real good. This side here has a little bit of gap. And I think the way it is, not sure I'm going to be able to get it out of it. Nothing. Pretty close. I mean, I think it's probably good, about as good as I'm going to get with what's going on here. This side here is 100% tight. This side here has ever so slight, maybe 2,000. Not worth messing with. Yep, that'll be fine, I guess. It'll have to be. Just have to slather it up with some putty. I was watching a video today. I don't remember the channel because I would never recommend you guys to a channel that's crap. This guy bought an ARF. Of course, this is an RC channel because nobody builds airplanes. He bought an ARF P40, and he's going to pimp his ARF. That's the name of the title. Pimp his ARF. And he takes the wing and he slathers on some polyester. No, wait a minute. First he used polyurethane to seal the wood. Then after that dried, he slathered on polyester resin. Then he put 1 ounce cloth on, slathered on some resin. Then he put 3 ounce cloth on and slathered on some resin. And then I think he used ½ ounce, and then polyurethane again. So he's got an ARF, which is inherently heavy. And he's put 3 layers of fiberglass cloth on this thing. Then he uses automotive primer on this thing and he sands it down. He's got red lead spot putty, and I mean, he's just taking a putty knife and just slathering it on there. And he is sanding it off, but you can't never get all that shit off there. So he's taken an ARF airplane that's already overweight. You know it's overweight, and he's added another. He's probably doubled its weight. I'm sure it's going to be a beauty, and I don't doubt that he probably won't paint it with epoxy or urethane or something ridiculous. So, but to each his own. And somebody told me that the guys on the chat were saying because I don't practice enough, I'm never going to win the Nats, and I'm always building 19-point airplanes. Why not put on 3 or 4 more coats of clear? That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I don't care anymore about that. I'm never. That's a popularity contest anyway. To win the concourse. I'm not very popular. I'm kind of disliked because of my attitude, but that's okay. Why don't I put on a couple coats of urethane? Yeah, I'll just dunk her in there. We'll just dunk it right in the paint. We'll do an Al Raid paint job. So you'll notice I used a small can on the bottom, and I'm using a bigger diameter circle on the top. The reason being is it's a tighter radius because the angle's backwards. Okay, let's cut that one up. Yep, get out the plastic dip. Slather it on there. You might ask yourself, why do I do this? It's for the covering. Anybody that's done any real competitive stunt models knows that the covering, you have a tight, it's kind of like a stress riser. If you have a tight corner and when the covering goes on, it always puckers there. So how do you get rid of that? You put in a fillet. The next trick is that I'm going to show you. You're going to go, wow, why didn't I think of that? Okay. I think the stopping point is going to be when I do this next trick, and then I'll take a lunch break and come back. I will be back tonight. I mean, this is Saturday night. I don't go anywhere. I don't drink, don't do anything. So all I'm doing is building airplanes. All right, how I do this center section sheeting and get a perfect fit. Perfect fit. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Well, that doesn't matter. We're going to cut that up. So put the bottom one in first. Yeah, 93,000 hits. Watch him slather that urethane on, that resin on there. Okay, you'll notice that I've taped one over the top of the other. We're going to get a perfect joint here. Going to pull that up tight, hold it so we don't have any gaps or whatever. I can see I'm going to have to do a little work on that rib. It's up a little high right there. That's okay. We'll get it. Now, in order to make sure that these two pieces fit perfectly together, you don't want to cut it down here. You want to cut it right in the middle. And you want to cut between both sheets. You want to hold this 90 degrees to the sheet. Take that piece out. That piece out. Come on now. The joint is invisible. It's you take it out. Well, I'll take it out right now. Show you. You want to turn that over upside down. And this upside down. I'm going to have to get a piece of wax paper. I think if I have any left. Crap. I don't have any left. Well, I got one little piece. I got one little piece of wax paper left. But we'll do it right. We'll do it on the wax paper. So I better make a note to get some more wax paper. That's about right. 93,000 hits for a guy that don't know what the hell is going on. Okay. Well, that wax paper wasn't very waxy. It's better that it stuck to the paper than the table. If you do it that way, it pushes the it pushes the two pieces flat, parallel together when you do it upside down like that. You just take some sandpaper and yeah, that's why I'm passing on these techniques, Chris, because not everybody knows the little secrets. is inside. This is top eye. Oh, I better hold on to that one piece of wax paper. That's all I got. Need to make one more of these. Yeah, most guys try to join those sheets on the wing, and they look like crap. And trust me, when I'm looking, judging appearance or whatever, I can tell how the airplane was built. How you were holding it when you were sanding it, what you were thinking when you were cutting on stuff. I know that sounds like BS, but trust me. We have a little bit of an issue right here. I think I'm going to address that little issue right now, so don't forget about it. Little glue globule holding the wood up. Still quite a bit. So we got that done. Yeah. So far today, in this session, I did the top piece here, cut the box away, repaired the fuselage. I don't know, 2.5 hour into the build. It's like I say, it's pretty tough to talk for 2.5 hours nonstop without taking a break. Of course, I do know some women that they'd be great at this. They could start in the morning and end in the evening and not come up for air. So I got 2 ribs. If you look right here, let's see if I can pull this in here. If you look right here, it's a little proud. And the reason I can tell that it's proud is that this sheeting is sticking up just a little bit. You know, you run your finger on it. So if I just sand that a little bit, that sheeting will come down into the same plane and be perfect. Except nothing less than perfection. There are a few places you can go, well, that's good enough, and get away with it. But there's other places you better pay attention to. Sheeting joints is one of them. Cap strip joints and angles. Make sure the cap strips are not in there cattywampus, because when you cover it, that'll show up, boom, just like that. And you go, oh, look what that guy did. He was asleep at the switch. So if you ever ask me to at the field, if you ever ask me to actually scrutinize your airplane, don't take offense to when I tell you different things. Because I don't mean anything by it. I just mean to make you better. Wow, that made me laugh. What made you laugh, Dan? That will go right on there very nicely when like I say, I'll do a little more fitting here. Let me do it while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I could sand it from the top and make it flat. But if I sand it from the top, I'm taking the strength away from it. And I'm trying to keep as much strength in the center section as I possibly can, so you don't want to take away anything from it. And only, that's almost perfect, only a few thousandths can make a wing fold. If you see a guy's wing fold right here, you know that he sanded too much in the sheeting. Once, oh yeah, the talking women, yes. Once you sand this sheeting on the buck with 320 and get it so that the joints, you can't feel the joinery. You look right there, you can see where I joined it. You can't feel that. But, you know, you have to look, but you can't feel that. This sheeting won't get sanded again until after the paper's on. It's 3/32, starts out 3/32, but it's probably 16th right now because I have it sanded correct. You never sand the sheeting when it's on the wing. Never. Because if you do, you'll get the scallops, so starved horse look. So you only sand this when it's on the buck. And if you see a wing that folded at the outer half, somebody had been sanding right there, created a stress riser, and that's where it snapped. Talking women, yep, blah, 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 and not say a damn thing. Not a thing. Nothing of any value. See, if you run your fingernail over it, I would say that's up probably, it's right there. I would say that's up maybe 3/1000. And you said, well, 3/1000, that ain't nothing. Yeah, it is. Show up in the paint big time. I know what I can do. Little carpenter trick. Danny will know about back cut. Perfect. I wish you were here to see this because I can push it down and perfect. Still a little tight right there. Just a bit. It's like there's, I don't know, something on there. Whoops. And of course, this is the outboard wing. It's on top. So it's got to be right there. That's perfect. It's got a little bit of spring to it. It's probably just a little long, a little proud. I mean, it'd be nice if it didn't have that much spring, but I don't think it much matters where it's at. All right, guys, 2 hours, 45 minutes. I'm tired. I thank you for the super chat, and I will return at 7 o'clock tonight. That'll give me 4 hours to eat lunch and relax and watch some TV. And we'll go ahead and finish this wing up. I'm going to try to get this wing done this weekend. Bell cranks, tips, everything installed. These are the tips that go on it. Of course, I got to put in longer on this one and maybe a second rib here. I'm not sure. You want to keep these are 7 grams. You want to keep wing tips. Everybody says, well, I got a 1 ounce wing tip. Yeah, right. Great. You want to keep the wing tips as light as possible because you're getting that weight spun out away from the center of gravity, and you want to keep everything towards the center of gravity as much as possible. And everything that's not away from the center of gravity needs to be lined up on the tether point. And don't let anybody tell you that it doesn't matter where you mount the bell crank, because I can show you that it does. You know, oh yeah, you got to mount it on the trailing edge. Your ass. It's only common sense. Centrifugal force is going to try to line everything up, even though we're not running at 1,000 miles an hour. But there is centrifugal force because there is pull on the handle, so that means that everything's trying to straighten itself up. So, like, subscribe, share the videos. And not get the plates a spinning. Share the videos, and I'll see you at 7 o'clock. See ya. Gary Sinclair, give me a call.